Oh, I think we're live. Hello, everybody. We got Thomas here too. See, 2 for the price of 1. I just thought it'd be fun to do a random live. I haven't done one in a while, and I thought it would be a good idea. No whining, Joan, huh? Is Joan there with you? Yikes, that's too bad, Sammy. Prayers with him that he comes out okay. So school break or Christmas break starts tomorrow. You excited, Thomas?
Not really.
Another day? Are you going to do some work, or someone, and you were saying maybe you should work on break?
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, you're not going to work on break.
I'll want to work on break. I think that was my break all break.
Thomas is a little bit behind on his schoolwork. Yeah, slow chat is on. I could have turned it off. I believe it or not, I can't remember how to get back to turn it off. I wonder if I could turn it off on the fly. They added a new live control room. I might be able to. If I break the stream, it's all on you guys. Let's see here. Okay, I'm live there. Let's see if I can turn slow chat off on the fly. Slow mode is on. I'm afraid I'm going to take it down if I do anything. Kids are doing pretty good. They're doing all right. We got some Christmas activities. We made a list. You probably can't see it, and you wouldn't be able to read my chicken scratch anyway. So one of the things we do with Andrea did all the time, was we sat the kids down and asked them to tell everything that they would want to do for Christmas. So all the things that they think make it Christmas and what would be fun, things they would like. And so we had them all do that. And we got the family pancake breakfast, which we did already. Christmas blankets, Christmas tree, Christmas elf. Got to draw names. Snowball. Alexa, stop. Go hit the button.
Alexa.
I don't know why it starts to randomly play music sometimes.
At some point, one of the kids found out how to make other Alexas play songs.
I don't know if that's what's happening or not.
I don't know if it happens because whenever I'm in a room, actual people can play all songs.
See, Snowball Fight, I think that was Judas. Snow Fort, I think that was Solly's. Fire Pit, we got to have a fire. Magic Cookie Bars, that was Judah. Gingerbread Houses, which we did. Asher wanted to make toffee. Sledding at Papa's, I think that was Judah's. Christmas Smells, that was Justus. St. Nicholas Story, I think that was Eden. Christmas Cookies, I think that was Solly and others. Sophia. Gingerbread Men was Sophia. Christmas Lights, we'll look at Christmas Lights. Christmas Movies, we've been doing those. Christmas Carol 3D, that's the one they call Dublins is Dublins, we got to see that. And Make Snowflakes.
I think we watched Dublins is Dublins on Christmas Eve.
I don't know if that's actually true or not. It might be. Someone decided that, but my kids totally send music to all the dots. Yep, it could be. Sometimes I think that when you hit pause on a thing on there, and then I think a random event is coming up on my schedule, and it just starts going. I'm not positive if that's it or not, but well, hi there, Alexis. Good to see you too. Ooh, it's snowing in Pennsylvania. My cat destroyed my Alexa. That's too bad. Ah, Chad. Hey, Stacy. Yep, we've been doing. What did we do today? I was home today. It's Wednesday. Is my office day, so I was home in the shop, and Amy was here helping the kids do their schoolwork, and they got all done. Justus did his school. He stayed up, did work yesterday all day, so he could get 2 days worth of work done. So he could basically kind of be on Christmas break starting today, which was neat. Did we get the spider? Well, it depends on who you talk to. I did get a teeny tiny little beetle that they were all sure was a jumping spider, and then they saw another one, which I may have said that I got, but may or may not actually be there or be something they're worried about. So spider's sort of gone. Mostly a single dad. You're doing great. I don't know if I am or not, but I'm sure trying. Oh, good. Thank you, Betty. We need to make the cookies now. I've almost done it several times. I love that picture. Where's the remote? Do you see any good pictures? Pause it.
I don't know.
Oh, well.
Wait,
You have a screensaver that just keeps going, and it's always playing here while I'm sitting here talking to you guys. I don't know if you can see it. I love that picture. Andrea is so beautiful. Ugh. I think Toys R Us went out of business, right? Jeffrey's gone, or did it get rescued? What's your favorite movie? What's your favorite movie, Thomas? That's too hard of a question.
I have like 2 movies that I don't like.
I'm the same way. I like all movies. What movies don't you like?
Pee-wee's Great Adventure.
Oh yeah.
And one other one that we watched. I don't remember.
We've been doing the top IMDb top 100 family movies. One of which was Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Or whatever it's called.
Yep. Thomas didn't like that movie. It's not quite the same as it was when I was a kid. It was much more fun and much less. Well, anyways.
It scored a 5. All 5 of them scored into. They will stick with me. I'm never going to burn that.
You're making cinnamon rolls anytime soon. Just need to know so I can actually stop by that day. I should. The last Thanksgiving I did 2 batches, and one of them was a good batch, and the other one was not. They weren't very good. But yeah, old school. That's right. All I can think about when I think about him is all the controversy that happened when we knocked him out of where he was at. Can God create a rock that he can't lift? Great question. Don't have the answer. Don't have the answer. I don't care if you think he's omnipotent or omnipresent or all that stuff. If you think you're defeating me for that, then you're wrong. Oh, it is a good recipe. Thomas, do you like The Great Outdoors with John Candy? I guarantee you he doesn't know what that is. Yeah, he doesn't know what it is. John Candy's way before his time, too. Those are all those movies that they're hard to go back on. Yep, exactly. Do you make bread? See, I would say normally no, but I've had a bread machine for forever. And I mostly use it for the dough setting, and I used to use it for bread, and I just realized I could totally put our bread machine to use. I'm actually planning on putting it where the A box is, Thomas. So I need to find a home.
That way it can be annoying up here when you make the bread.
No, I can make bread all the time. We can have bread like every day.
No, I mean, like 6 hours of yeah.
No, it doesn't do that long, but still. You can set it for a big, long delay, so I can do it in the morning and before I leave for work, and when I come home, time for dinner, it'll be bread ready. That's awesome. Super cool. Totally going to do that. Assertive or turbulent? That's getting into the I said IMDb, MBTI stuff, and I didn't look too much into that particular shades of those things. We did watch the Charlie Brown's Christmas. We've been watching all of them. Which ones did we watch? We watched. Oh, you've been working. We watched Garfield Christmas, Charlie Brown Christmas, Berenstain Bears Christmas. Is there any other ones? I can't remember. We're going to watch. We got about 15 or 20 different ones ready to go. Oh, man. Celiac disease. That's too bad. Is that a recent development, Chad, or has that always been that way? Nice to see you, Tiffany. Is Thomas still working at the store?
I don't want people to keep asking that. I'm always working at the store.
Yep.
That's like, I'm kind of quitting really, unless something comes up.
Thomas likes working at the store. Yep, the Grinch. I'm sure the Grinch is on there. I think it's on there. Chevy Chase. Yep, that was good. Hannah is super cute. Oh yeah, I can't watch some of those. I can barely watch any videos. I edited another video today for our school week 25, and it just ruins me. I cry myself a bucket of tears. When I put that Christmas video of 2004 with Thomas and Asher as babies up today, and that part where Andrea opens up the present that I got of that computer, oh man, she was so excited and it was so great, but man, that messed me up. I cried a ton. I've been crying all day, actually. It's a Wonderful Life, yeah. This is the folder we have is all specials. We need to do It's a Wonderful Life. We totally need to watch It's a Wonderful Life.
I don't know what that is.
It's a black and white movie. You've seen it once before. It's super good. I absolutely love that movie. Favorite Christmas tradition? What's your favorite Christmas tradition, Thomas? That's a hard one for me to answer because I would have said something different last year. And now I don't know. None of the traditions seem quite the same or nice. So. Yeah, it does make me cry. Yeah, Mommy's an angel. I wasn't sure if that was. I can't remember if it was Claudia or Fia. Probably Fia. Yeah, that was sad. Every time a bell rings, angel gets its wings. Right. I don't know if it's normal and good. I hate to do it. It sucks, but can't help it. They're making new traditions this year. Yeah, we did the Elf on the Shelf. Did they ever find it? I don't think they did. It's in the Christmas tree.
Oh, okay. I was going to come up with stuff.
Yeah, I put it in the. I don't think they found him today. We started doing this Elf on the Shelf thing, and that's been fun.
I never found the one that was in the market.
You can watch Wonderful Life in color. Can't ask me questions when slow chat is on without answering my original question. About the bread. I don't know. I can't tell you. I don't even know what celiac really disease is. Is that gluten? What? Get in bed. I don't want to see you up again, baby girl. That little girl, Claudia. I didn't realize it was in color. I missed your question, Chad. You're going to have to ask again in 30 seconds. Is that what it is? I think I have it on 15 seconds. I think that's when I had it on. Greatest hope for Christmas. I don't know. I guess my hope is to get everything on that list done. That's my hope. Not sure what they're talking about. Oh yeah, it's great. Hannah loves saying her name in the roll call. As soon as people start saying their name, she's already yelling it.
You can make it say whatever you want now. Without, because you say roll call and say everybody's name.
Yeah. Yep. It was super cute. I uploaded our Christmas lights video and I had that roll call in there. It was really cute. Yeah, we're gonna get a new couch. I know our couch is ugly, but we're not spending any of the money quite yet until we figure out priorities and just sit on it a little bit. Davy and Goliath. I don't know. Is that the VeggieTales one? I'm not sure if there's someone else saying it is super adorable when she says it. Yeah, I want to do lots of remodeling. I actually called somebody today about coming. See, the reason why we don't have a bathroom in the basement yet is that we need a drain there. There actually was a drain, but it's old. We got cast iron pipes, and they need to be redone. They're cracked and splitting.
Wait, how to the drain?
Yeah, down in the basement by Knuckles' bed.
Oh,
anyways,
I stopped paying for there, and I thought you meant our house like a literal like a train car.
No, not a train, a drain. And anyway, so we need all the pipes redone, the plumbing done, and then also that part fixed. I got to cut the concrete and stuff. So I called the guy about it today. He's going to come in January, beginning of January, to look at it, and then he thinks he's going to get to it in the middle of January. So if he gets all those pipes fixed, we can immediately put a bathroom in the basement, which will be great. So that's kind of the order. We're going to do bathroom in the basement, and then after that, I want to do floors and kitchen in this area here. Floors, kitchen, living room stuff. Get a new couch. It would be fun. Thomas, I saw a video tonight of you as a baby.
Oh.
You know what everybody said? That you're as ornery as Claudia.
I mean, I was a pretty bad child back then.
You were ornery. You were ornery, that's for sure. What happened to the moderators? Thomas is the moderator now. He's our only moderator. Thomas felt special with that job, and I wanted to make sure he kept it. So. No, I don't think I saw it. Deb might have to check it out. Yeah, you can. Oh, that's great. Yeah, you still can. You got to buy them you can buy old ones on Amazon sometimes. And then you can buy them on eBay, of course, that sort of a thing. But
I thought they were done.
They're not made anymore. They're not in production. So you have to find one that's old, or there's still new ones that haven't been sold yet. The one that I use, that's the white one that has the Greek NASB and 1984 NIV, that one's still available in reprints sometimes. What candle did you guys set on? We got a whole bunch of them. So we've got
we did that to buy candles. I thought we were just smelling candles, so that's a thing we do.
No, on the list was Christmas smells. Justus wanted Christmas smells.
Christmas smells.
No, in the house. He wants to have Christmas smells in the house. So we got a whole bunch of wax cubes, and I got home with probably 3 or 4 packs of wax cubes that I absolutely didn't approve. I'm pretty sure it was Claudia throwing them in the cart. You listen to any Christmas gospel music? No, we're not really. We should be having more Christmas music playing. It's so easy to tell the Alex to do it. Alexa. Oh, that does it. Oh, dang. It's got to be something a little more catchy than just Alex. Alexia. No, that doesn't work. I guess her too. Someone told me Alex. That one works pretty good. But Thomas is a terrible moderator. He never blocks me, and I troll the heck out of Tom when he's live. That's true, Thomas. Well, you slacking on Chad. Just don't burn them all at once. Who knows what you get? Actually, we did burn a couple and different ones, and we mixed cinnamon and I think apple something, and it turned out okay. But yeah, you get too many. Is any more of the children having a hard time with others the loss of their mother? If so, how are you handling the situation? So, they're all doing pretty well now. I was kind of worried about Asher and Eden. Now I'm worried about Thomas. Just a little bit. But no, I think they're all doing pretty well, I think. So, there's some that haven't been a problem at all. But it's always hard to say. I think the little ones don't quite understand, and so they're never going to quite have the pain or the joy of knowing their mom, really. I mean, I think about my dad died when I was 10, and I think about how few memories I have with him. They're very fragmented and scattered, and I just have a few of them. So I imagine, like, I can't imagine even Solly is really going to remember Mom. Of course, the good news is we have all the videos. It's funny, we have this screensaver playing all the time, and it just has pictures of all over our life. And it's amazing how many memories, like Eden has this memory about this root beer that I was drinking. There's a picture of her holding this root beer bottle, which is a Henry Weinhardt root beer bottle. Looks like just a beer bottle. And it looks like I let my little girl play with a beer bottle. Looks like we're terrible parents. And so she laughs every time that comes up. And so because of that, she remembers that still. And so I don't even know if she actually remembers it or she remembers the picture. But just having pictures like that playing all the time and having Mommy's videos, I think it'll help her remember her. Yep, Claudia is a handful. Yeah, exactly. I think the older you are, the harder it is to grieve. I'm still in a terrible place, honestly. I'm better than I was, but last few days I've been crying a ton. Mornings have been harder than evenings now. Thomas, think of building a tiny house on a trailer so we could still be home. And with this, I've already been talking about that, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
What do you thought about whether or not you want to do that?
I don't know.
You still want to get an apartment, don't you?
Well, I just think I'd go straight to a house. Just use a house as an apartment. For the rest of my life. Just have a house.
Yeah. You're pretty young to buy a house. You can do it. I'm not saying you can't. But tiny house would be pretty cheap to live here. Mommy had some visions on the drawing. She has 2 tiny houses in the far corner over there. Anyways, if you want to do that, you can totally do it. Yeah. Yeah, I do have my videos saved besides YouTube. There's a lot going on with YouTube right now. I honestly think it's all going to be overblown and not a big deal. But still is a lot going on, a lot of wild cards. We'll see what happens. But yeah, YouTube could be gone tomorrow or whatever. Who knows? So we definitely got them all backed up. Yep, that was a good Christmas video. I thought I couldn't remember. I had to go back and look because I know Andrea uploaded a bunch of stuff from she calls it Mills Family Archives of old home movies. And I wasn't sure if we did a Christmas, and I went and looked, and I didn't see it in there. So I edited it and uploaded it and put some music to it, and it was fun to watch. Yeah, it messed me up though.
Yeah.
Grandma Fern. I think it's Claudia. Looks like Claudia. Thomas, have you thought about starting a YouTube channel?
Yeah, but I'm lazy.
Says
Actually, it was originally my idea. I'm all stolen.
Really? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Is your idea to start a YouTube channel?
Yeah. I was gonna start one, and I was like, oh, that's a good idea. I'm gonna start one.
Thomas, by moving out, he's talking about moving somewhere else in Moorcroft.
Yeah, I'm not leaving Moorcroft, but I can help it.
So he's not planning on going very far if he moves out. So he's planning on staying here. Yeah, Andrew is so happy about our new computer video. Yep, how did you do it? That's because we were so poor. We were so poor. We didn't have any money at all. Barely had money for Christmas. Yep, and then so to get her a computer was a big deal. It was a lot of money for us. So it was stripped, and I had to add stuff myself and that sort of a thing. So that's why she was saying, how did you do it? How do we afford it? Especially considering she controlled all the money, and I couldn't spend it without her knowing. So yeah, that's the part that made me cry. Yep, that's the same house. We've never moved. This is our house. We've had people born here. I wish Andrea could have died here. Oh well. Wish we could have gotten her here. What does Thomas want to do for a career? Deals employee, I think, is his career.
Like either own deals or find something that comes up.
He hopes to be the owner of the grocery store at some point. I had one dream about her. We were looking for something. It was clothes for one of the kids or something. It seemed totally normal, like she was just not dead. And I remember thinking we went all day and we were shopping. We couldn't find it in the dream. And I said, well, there's a new Marshalls. There is a new Marshalls in Gillette, and I haven't been there. But maybe we can go over there and see what they got. And so we'll go there tomorrow. And she's okay. We went out to eat, and that's when I realized she's dead. And I said, you can't do that because you're dead. And I yelled at her. I said, you're dead. You can't even be here. And I yelled at her to go away. And she looked really sad. And then I gave her a hug. So that was the dream I had. Howard the Duck. Oh yeah, I was pretty scarred by Howard the Duck. Funny now, you watch it now, it's pretty tame. Isn't that sad how far things have fallen? Chances to be able to get out to Wisconsin? I don't know. I don't know what's going to go on. The whole rest of the world is up for grabs. I think we're still planning on doing the PPW again next year, but that might as well be a million miles away at this point. Thank you. Yep, appreciate it. Yeah, that was a good video, Chris. I'm trying to upload more. I haven't figured out how the monetization stuff works. We got less than we did last month. So I haven't figured out why that is or how that works. But I thought maybe if I upload more, maybe that'll make a difference. Did you guys dream about anybody else dream about mommy? Yeah, that tends to be the thing. It feels like normal. I feel like I dreamed about her another time. I don't really remember it, but it was just normal. It didn't seem abnormal at all. She wasn't dead, and I didn't think she was dead. It's strange how your brain can just fall right back into a groove. I haven't talked much to Don at all. He was calling me all the time about helping him with his videos and stuff, but he must have figured it all out by now. He did some condolences when Andrea passed away, but haven't heard from him since. Well, thank you, Sam. That's amazing. There's a lot of videos on the channel, too. Well, I think a lot of it has to do with, I did that video about the death of Andrea, what actually happened. That video semi went viral. I think it's like 250,000 on it. And it was after that I got a bunch of views on random live streams. So apparently either random live streams were really popular, or it was just because it was after a viral video, and that's how the YouTube algorithm works. So I feel like it had to do with that. But we'll see. I haven't been uploading a lot of videos, so I'm trying to upload more regularly lately, just to see how that affects things and how it works. What is your cat's name? We don't actually have a cat anymore, but the cat in the video was named Cage, or Kage, named after a video game character. I loved him. He was great. I completely forgot that we had footage of him. I remembered we had him, but I didn't know he was actually in any videos. It was surprising to me to find it. Adjusting cameras. You gotta come on. Go sit down. Okay. We got some other teenage boys hanging out with us who don't have bedtimes. There's Judah. Everybody loves Judah. Every time Judah's in a video, it says, Judah's so funny.
Yeah, I keep trying to record videos of just like us doing school things, and
You know, he does funny things all the time. And then turn it forward.
Can Thomas make a funny face for us?
I can make a funny face and Thomas for that.
Yep, Ella, I think that's how a great many portions of our subscribers, if not all of them, came to us through the How You Fit 6 Boys in One Room video. Yes, our couch is ugly. But when you have a family of 11, now 10, they're really hard on couches, and it was a cheap couch to begin with. We tried to fit it in a certain spot. Andrea had to find it to where it was a sectional. It would fit from that door to this window without blocking the window. It was a surprisingly low amount of couches that would do it, and this is a Chinese thing that just keeps falling apart, basically. But we'll get a new one. Well, thank you, Vicky. The couch really isn't that comfy. It's not terrible, but we're gonna get a new one. We're just not in any rush to spend any money. We have some money from the GoFundMe. We've pretty much got all the reimbursement from the Samaritan Ministries. We're almost done with that. So we'll have some money, but we want to be very careful about how we spend it. We don't want to blow it, and we want to do things that Mommy would have wanted and loved. And there's no doubt that the first thing she would have wanted to do was put a bathroom downstairs. So that's first. I wanted to do the floors up here for forever. And so I want to do that. And then Andrea has add-ons for the house plans. So I like to do that too. That is autoimmune gluten. So it is gluten. I thought maybe it was about gluten. How's Eden doing? Must be hard being the oldest daughter. I'm sure her aunts will help her through this woman talk. Well, Andrea already actually gave her most of the talks of that sort of nature. So that's good. I'm very glad that she did. But yeah, Chad's a buddy of mine. I don't really consider his criticism.
Chad's the troll who's allowed to troll.
Yeah, he's got a license to troll. 007, 006 and a half, license to troll. How big is your property? A few acres? No. We got 2 city lots. I believe each lot is 50 by 100 feet. And we're on a corner, so we got like 15, 20 foot easement that goes all the way around. So it makes it about as big as anywhere, really. We got a pretty good sized yard. She did. Everywhere I look is Andrea. When I'm sad, it's really hard to get away. Everything I see is her. Every single thing I look at. She did. Makes it hard. Yep, we'll be happy to have an extra bathroom, but we were still doing well. I mean, there's definitely times where somebody needs to go and there's somebody in there. We share a lot of the bathroom in the morning with getting ready, and it's not uncommon for one person to be showering, somebody else to be brushing their teeth. That's just kind of how it goes. So, but we've adjusted pretty well to only one bathroom, but still, it's going to be pretty nice.
Oh, we really had to adjust like that over here.
Yeah, it was. By the way, Asher's here too. He's just sitting off camera just a little bit, but kind of still hanging out with us. So. Which one of your children is the coolest?
Me.
So Thomas is the coolest, followed by Asher.
I'm definitely the dumbest.
Asher, Judah's not dumb. Judah thinks he's dumb because he's so slow doing his schoolwork, but we've been kind of talking about that. He's just really careful whatever he does. So I think I showed you guys. I don't think I ever put it on camera. that we got a time clock, an official time clock that the kids can punch in.
I think you might have recorded like.
I feel like I recorded some footage, but my vlogs have gotten all jumbly. I don't know what I put it on and what I haven't put on. But we pay them by the minute for doing chores. And Judah makes the most, without fail, every week. Because he actually takes time to do his chores. He's not messing around. Anyways, he takes time in whatever he does, is my point. But he interprets not getting done with school early as being stupid, and he's not stupid.
But I also do only chores. I don't have as many as most of them.
Yeah, Judah does have more chores, it seems like.
Asher's personality automatically the best at everything.
Yeah, Asher's been the genius of the family. Isn't that true, Asher?
The episode of this game you guys have been stuck on.
He's really good at everything he does. He helps his dad. He doesn't complain. We knew that early on because when we potty trained Thomas, he was very difficult to potty train. And then, Andrea she was always reading books. She was reading books. She'd read a book a day about things she could do to help her family. Read 10 books on potty training. So then Asher came along, and of course we potty trained Asher. Asher potty trained himself. He saw Thomas do it, and then he did it. That was it. We never had to try. We never had an accident. He instantly potty trained himself. And so then we thought we were just potty training gods. And then Judah came along.
Ruined it.
And Judah was very difficult. But
I remember he had a god stopper one time. He wanted to do that and really good bad. I remember that Gillette and I got a god stopper.
oh, Hannah's bed, sure. But it basically consisted of buying a bunch of sprinkler parts and just sitting there and building with Legos over her bed. But we'll do that. The girls' room video is a coming. It is a coming.
But there is a hole, like it is at one side of her bed, the way you can get out in the morning.
Yeah, Claudia leaned over the one side of the bed and broke the top part, so I had to cut the thing out apart and re-glue the fitting. And Andrea was going to re-add the batting and re-sew it back up because she sewed the outside. And, of course, then she died. And I don't know how to sew. I don't know how to do that. And so now she can escape.
But she actually stays in her bed all night. So she just gets out in the morning whenever she wants to get out.
Yeah. Do you think you'll be overwhelmed with Christmas presents? That may entirely happen. We'll see. Although we're getting through the month and we opened a bunch last time on camera, and I'm sure we'll get more, but I maybe not. Maybe we're not. I think things are kind of calming down. We got quite a jump in the channel since when Andrea passed away, and I think it's starting to get back to normal a little bit. Could Eden do it? No, I don't think so. I'm going to have to learn to sew. I think that's what's going to probably happen. Andrea's got videos on how to sew for beginners. I'm totally going to watch that and totally learn to sew. But right now, I just got to learn how to live life without her. I'm not doing good with it. I can barely handle making dinner every day and doing laundry. So eventually, I'll figure it out, and we'll get into more extracurricular things I can learn to do, like sewing and doing cool, fun things that Andrea would always do.
You can also probably learn about herbs and stuff like that.
Why is your Patreon down to donate? We had a Patreon for like a day, and then Andrea refunded it all back. I've actually been considering doing a Patreon again because there's all this stuff going on with YouTube. And if it does blow up, I don't think so. I think it's not going to blow up. I think it's going to blow over. But if it does blow up and our whole channel gets turned into non-monetized and non-show up, you guys could all fall off tomorrow and wouldn't even know what happened. So I kind of thought about doing a Patreon, but we never needed the money before. It is very, very helpful now to be monetized. It's been a great blessing. So it's definitely taken the burden off. I was always worried about when I got a little slow, and Andrea would always have to talk me back into, don't worry, it'll be fine. God will take care of us. And you think I know that, but I still worry about money. That's one of my curses. And but having the little bit of extra from the monetization of the channel it's just taken all the loads off my mind. So it's extremely exciting. So I kind of thought about doing a Patreon, but haven't done it yet. So Well, thank you, Cheyenne. Towards Christmas expenses for you and the kiddos. That is extremely kind. Thank you so much. Claudia, these cookies are yummy. Me, they are yummy. Claudia, no, they're not. Oh, yeah. Is that when you were staying over here? Yeah, she argues with everybody. I'm pretty sure I've been staying up on all this stuff with the COPPA thing, and I honestly think it's going to blow over. We are not for kids. Our channel is not for kids. It is not intended for kids to watch. I've never had a comment from a kid saying, "I'm a kid. I like to watch your channel." It's never happened. This is for adults, so it's not part of our deal, and I don't think it's going to be an issue, but it could be. So I guess we'll see. It's a man thing worrying about money. I mean, yeah, I know it is. I know that it is. That's new. What was that? I missed it. What's new? Yeah, absolutely. I do want to spend more time with my kids. And I'm not working on Thursday mornings. So I'm here setting their goals and getting their school going. I don't take any calls then. And I'm also not taking late calls really anymore. I'm trying very hard to be home by 5 every day, whereas I necessarily didn't before. If I'm not home, nobody's making dinner. And of course I can say, everybody make your own dinner, and I can tell Asher and Thomas make dinner for the kids, and they would do it. But I don't want that. I want to take care of my kids. So I'm trying very hard not to stay out late. Aw, thank you, Rebecca. Kids with the blue tools are silly. I'm not sure about that. What? Oh, Judah. Oh, Judah. Oh, I see. Judah is still a moderator. I didn't realize Judah was still a moderator.
Yeah.
So that means that they can ban people and they can block, they can delete comments and stuff.
That's the joke. So,
Blue tools, I saw.
read what we said.
No.
Exactly. We broke your
That's
record.
I'm a kid and I watch this channel. Stop that. No, that's not even funny. It seriously isn't funny. That kind of thing is totally be the thing that you get in trouble for. This is not for kids. It's for adults only. Yeah, the GoFundMe is there. That's fine. It's pretty much stopped, which is totally fine. It's fine with that. I was going to shut it down, but apparently you don't ever have to shut them down. You can just leave them there. So that's kind of what I've kind of done. Yeah, we will be going to the hotel for a New Year's Eve. We were driving actually on the way to get the Christmas lights and the stuff in that video you guys saw. And so I think, who said it? Was it you, Asher?
I don't know what you want.
About going to New Year's Eve. Justus, maybe. Are we going to New Year's Eve? The hotel for New Year's Eve? And I was like, oh, yeah. Judah did. And I immediately called right then to make reservations. Andrea would have made the reservations already. Heck, for all I know, she made them already. No, she wouldn't have. We made our reservations, and there you go. Which kids are the most similar? That's a hard thing to say because similar is subjective.
Me and Asher, and then Judah and Justus.
I think Judah and Asher, they're the buds that hang out and have the similar kind of sense of humor and stuff now.
Except for when I get too crazy. Kuma. He said the most. Yeah.
But, I mean, none of the kids are straight up similar. And it's funny that they all have different personality types in the MBTI system. All of them. None of them overlap. Me and Thomas are the same. But other than that, no two other people have the same personality type. So none of them are really similar. It's amazing how different they are, in fact. Yes, we do have the kids' trees up. We got some footage of them decorating them and stuff. So, who's the best cook? Asher's probably the cookiest cook. He knows how to do lots of stuff.
Who's the second?
I've been cooking a lot lately. I know how to make Mommy's chicken Alfredo. I'm so proud of making Mommy's chicken Alfredo. It tastes just like it. Have you ever been skiing? I think Thomas went skiing and Judah went skiing.
I think that's
Justus probably too.
Oh.
What's your favorite thing about being a dad? Having kids.
There's a definition of being a dad.
I know, it is. It's great.
Who butts heads the most?
Who butts heads the most? Justus and anybody, or maybe Thomas and Judah. Oh yeah, that's true. That's pretty true. You're getting along right now.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
What is Claudia's personality type? It is.
Wait, I know this one. It's the same as I pulled my phone back. Claudia. I don't have Claudia.
I can't remember.
Yeah, I think that's 12. I think she's Grandma Fern's type. So we'll share her.
Not Grandma Fern, Grandma Lois's type. You think?
Yeah, Grandma Fern.
It's in the description, or it's probably this very video.
Yeah.
Who wears the most red shirts in live stream? That's definitely us. Yeah, it'll be fun. Yeah, you can go to. I think the best test is the Human Metrics one, humanmetrics.com. But 16 Personalities is the one that has the best description of what the types are. But their test is kind of meh. ISTP is what Claudia is. What's the favorite thing the kids like about me? Ooh. What do you guys like about? What's the favorite thing about liking about with Daddy?
Your beard.
My beard? That's your favorite thing? Or I better never shave it.
Has to be like a Viking beard or something.
I've been growing it. Have you noticed?
Yeah, but I mean, you need to get like.
I need to get real long. You get a lumberjack beard.
They're really weird.
Different or new this year for Christmas without Andrew being there? Well, we're doing the Elf on the Shelf. But other than that, we're trying to keep things pretty similar. It helps me. It helps them. I feel like that's why she was so routine. She used to say anything worth doing is worth doing routinely. And all those things we came up with wasn't just Andrea that came up with them. It was our family that came up with them. So we're going to continue doing those things. Who can jump the highest? Probably Judah.
That thing you can jump by.
Remember that video?
Well, thank you, Jennifer. I'm pretty happy with our family. It's pretty amazing. Every now and then I see other families, and other families are great too. But I really have something special with my kids. Tom, will Thomas move out at some point? He's planning on pretty much moving out next year sometime, right?
Yeah.
He wants to move out and get an apartment with his best friend, Caden. Who's the best gamer, Dad?
Me.
Asher. No, never mind. Asher. I changed my vote. Asher.
It depends on the game, I think. But Asher's
No, it doesn't tell me.
Asher's got my gaming talents from when I was a kid.
But I don't even know how to play Magic. A higher AP on
Well, that's because you don't care for it. You can play it and be awesome, and then one day.
Have you heard about personality types being new agey? I don't know. I don't think that makes much difference. The new age stuff is all fake stuff, right? You be your own god, blah blah blah. You can't do that. So it's all fake anyways. If they're in the occult, they can be in the occult. I'm not in the occult. Bottom line is though, when I took the test and I read what it said about me, that absolutely described me to a T. That's all I know. Completely described me. Actually, the whole thing started for us. I found a book that was written about me as a kid when my dad was alive. So I was under 10 when this was written. It was just a book. It had some notes scribbled in it. And it was a really old book. We had to track it down. We actually bought it and got the book. It was talking about personality types. And they said I was a CSL. You guys remember we talked about those, ASL and CSL? So I was a CSL. I forget what it's called. Something learner. Anyways, it was written about me when I was probably 7 or 8. And it described me now to a T. Proclivity for ancient languages, this and this and that. What? And it absolutely freaked me out. And it's that the paper's sitting around somewhere. And I thought, how could I read this and it shattered me. I was like, I thought I was a unique person. I thought I was an individual and I had formed my personality. But this person wrote this about me 40 years ago, 30-something years ago, and it would describe me to a T. And so that freaked me out. And then that's when we started looking at other personality stuff and came on to the MBTI stuff. And that seems pretty accurate.
But what kind of tea? Like a t-shirt or what does that even mean? Describe me to a tea.
To a T? I don't know. It describes me to an iced tea.
Somebody in this room knows.
Have you read Quiet, the Power of Introverts in a World That Can't Stop Talking? No, but it sounds good. Favorite Christmas dessert? Probably cheesecake. Cheesecake is good. It can for you. Oh, magic cookie bars. Magic cookie bars might be a favorite. That's so easy to make. Why haven't I made those? I got the stuff to make them down there. Maybe we should make them tonight. Can't make them when the kids aren't there. No, I don't know anything about Enneagram numbers.
I've already been here for like 19 minutes.
Blessings from Northern Ireland. Well, thank you, Joanne. That's really, really nice. The super chat thing is pretty cool.
I have the food. We'll also do food.
ISTJ. It has the same as Claudia, I think, right?
I literally do. We can look back on the video.
Judah, you're not dumb. You're awesome. So talented.
Yeah. Only talented is
My wife says my personality is couch potato. Magic cookies. They're magic. There's several names for them. Magic cookie bars is one of the names, or 7-layer cookie bars. I think the official name is 7-layer magic cookie bars. So that's it's got graham crackers on the bottom, graham cracker crust. Then you put on sweetened condensed milk and coconut, and then chocolate chips and butterscotch chips, and then you cook them. Which it sounds dumb. It sounds like, oh, I can guess what that tastes like. But for some reason, when you put those 4 ingredients together and cook them, it turns into a new ingredient. Totally tastes like a piece of heaven. I'm an INTJ. My husband is INFJ. Oh, that's funny. It was different for me and Andrea. I was an INTJ. And Andrea is an INFJ. Makes a good team, though, honestly. Yeah, Elf on the Shelf's name is 42 Frisbee.
Why?
I didn't like the frizzy bar. It's also 42, but then.
So we read the book for Elf on the Shelf that came with the elf, and it says, you need to name your elf. And it was a little poem, and it says, or it could be Frisbee. And so Sophia wanted to be Frisbee. But all these sarcastic kids started the idea that his name should be a number. And Solly latched onto that, and all the other kids latched onto it. Before you know it, his name was 42. And then Sophia was crying because she wanted to be Frisbee. And so his name became 42 Frisbee.
I don't 42 T-shirt 42 waist entry.
You kept getting tagged in posts on Facebook one year? Well, that's interesting.
I want to be on a stranded island with nothing for my vacation.
Rancho Pensaquitos? Pensaquitos. I'm not sure where that is. San Diego. Oh, I see.
You don't even have any back here.
Are the older boys coping without Andrea? I don't know if any of us are coping without Andrea. We're just existing. Which kid is the biggest bookworm? Probably Thomas.
Even though he doesn't read all that much.
I still like reading. It's just that I don't have a lot of time to read. When I have time to read, I have time to play CCs. Read something.
Humanmetrics.com, I believe.
Yeah, so I'm going to go send those snowball out the window.
I'm pretty sure that's accurate. If you get a virus, that's the wrong site. What?
Is it alright if I do a snowball out that window?
Sure. Go throw a snowball out the window.
I'll throw a snowball out that window. Let me do frozen ones. Yeah, we need to hands up.
And then Lawrence kept tagging me and oh, okay, I see. Chad. I'm pretty sure that's correct. Humanmetrics.com. The other one is 16personalities.com. 16. Have you made the cookies yet? No. I'm tentatively. There is a snowball. I'm tentatively planning on making the cookies with the kids tomorrow on the first day of Christmas break. Do you play video game consoles or computers? A little bit of both, but mostly computers. We're mostly PC gamers now.
Only like people who don't like.
We got an Xbox One, and some of the kids still play on the 360. Justus plays on the Switch. I still got a Dreamcast that once in a while gets booted up.
Like it used to get rid of like once a month, like play the run on it.
Yeah.
It's so scary.
How are you so patient all the time? I'm probably not patient all the time.
No.
But I try to be. I want to be what God wants me to be. So I do lose it sometimes, like everybody else, I'm sure. Thomas, how's the piano going?
Yeah. I kind of stopped, mostly.
Sega Master System. We've got an emulator for the Dreamcast that has all the Sega Master System stuff on it. Haven't fired it up in a bajillion years, though. Then we start in the downstairs bathroom project. Well, tentatively, I talked to a guy today who we need to get some plumbing stuff in order. And so tentatively, he says in the middle of January, he's going to come and do that. So if that gets done, the bathroom project will probably follow very quickly after that. Oh, well, thank you, Vicky. I'm confused about all those that say $1.99, then it says $25. That's interesting.
I think they're just saying $20 as their comment.
Yeah, because it doesn't show up on the chat up there. Is that a fake super chat? No, it can't be. Well, thank you, Vicky. If that's a real thing. That's very kind. All-time favorite video game? I'm probably going to have to still say Street Fighter. Street Fighter was that's all I did in my teenage years. Drove around to millions of arcades all over the place, long before the internet, testing our skills against all kinds of people. It was super fun. Grilled cheese and tomato soup. No, I haven't tried those chips. I would be dying to have them. If I see them, I'll be buying a bunch. League of Legends. Yep, we have. I used to play Han before that, but we're not much into mobile games. I don't have time to play on any games these days, but I've been playing Fallout in VR. That's what I'm playing currently. Do y'all play Nintendo? Justus plays Switch.
We used to play Pokemon Go. Dad sort of does. It's kind of.
How many kids do you have when you started the color system? That's a good question. I'm going to think it was 3.
Wasn't with me and Asher, because we used to whatever you wanted.
No, it started with you because of Blue. We were just, I don't remember why, but we just started with Blue. We were marking stuff with Blue and for Thomas's stuff. And then
I think they're just doing that.
We just followed.
I think they're trying.
What did you type? Did you type
$100,000.00.00 in my comment?
And that's what it put?
Yeah.
Dirty. You dirty fake super chatters. Oh, man. I didn't realize that was a thing. That's such a bug. That is such a bug. They should not allow that.
Well, it said $1.99 on it.
But that's because they have a free super chat for $2. I think that's why.
Oh, that was Thomas and Howard super chat.
Yeah, mine is gone for some reason.
He donated $2 and then he typed in a comment. That was the one.
I mean, you can have free ones at $3.
Oh, I'd take that. I love somebody sent us those crunchy gummy bears. I'm still enjoying. Me and Asher are still enjoying the crud out of those. We have them one at a time every now and then. No, it's not a real donation. The one at the top is, so you can see they hang around if they're a real donation. So.
Well, the ones, they're still real.
They're real, and it's only $2.
Yeah.
You just donated $2?
Yeah.
Science. You owe me $2 there.
Oh, so that was real.
Yeah, it was real.
I thought you just typed in $sign in it.
It seemed like you were. I just donated.
I just donated $2, but I like comment.
Oh, I see. Well, I apologize for all the people that thought it was fake donations.
They just wrote more under it.
Yeah, just the comment they got attached to it.
Well, hey, Ibani, nice you caught us.
Yes, we did get out a little bit.
Do the boys fight? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
We start ripping your shirts in half.
Any kids like art, drawing, painting, or making jewelry, other crafts? So,
drawing and painting.
what are you doing? You're drinking the camera.
I took my feet all over.
Who likes art? Asher liked doing art stuff. He really enjoyed doing those Zentangles with Mom, and he liked doing artsy stuff. Justus or Solomon likes
Mostly.
Most things you did.
Almost.
caught you, Thomas.
I know.
Goobers. Well, thank you, B. Disney. Oh, look, there's a little animated dude. Is that? I didn't see those before.
I want to do animated. There's a little tire.
He explained all the extended family members for our newbies. Papa Gary, Grandma Fern. Actually, I've got a video where Andrea tells all the family members. That's one of the videos that she recorded that she never ever uploaded. It's actually it was when I think Claudia was a baby, so it's been recorded a long time, and she never got the guts to put it up or whatever. So, well, thank you, Vicky. I didn't realize how it was. Thomas just told me something. I thought I heard him wrong. Is what it was. Thank you very much. That was very kind. How's Papa Gary doing? He's doing pretty good. He still comes over for Taco Tuesday, and we see him fairly regularly. Do you have all your Christmas shopping done? I think so. I think I got it all done. I got to go get Christmas stocking stuffers. We got to get ornaments. There's a Hobby Lobby is supposed to open in December in Gillette, a local one, and I'm dying to go there. Andrea was so dying to go there. I drove by it when they were putting the sign up, and it made me cry like crazy because that's all she wanted to do was go there. So if it open, I'm hoping it'll open. We can go get our ornaments there because the kids always go and get ornaments once a year. But
If you're really smart from the open right now, or because they can want money from people buying Christmas stuff. If they do everything.
yeah, are you going to share a video? Yeah. I plan on putting another video up tomorrow. I have 6 kids that still haven't learned all their names. I go through all of them and I call every one of them. Well, we do that too. Absolutely. We called Judah and Justus. We were told that me and Andrew decided no more J names because it's always Judah, you.
So we have to.
Yeah.
We almost had 3 if we said called Cyrus.
I watched Promised Neverland anime show. No, not yet. We're still watching. We're still trying to chomp through One Piece. So we can only really handle one anime at a time.
Keep meaning that. I keep forgetting. They're going to start dubbing it again.
I love doing origami. Origami is super fun.
Boy.
Yeah, we're totally going to go to Grandma Fern's and show all the quilts. I think we should. Somebody made them. It took a lot of work. And I told her, I talked to her on Facebook and told her what happened, and she seemed like she was okay with it. I don't know if she really is, but we'll get them at some point. But I think it'll be cute to go there and see all of her Afghans all over the place. I kind of tentatively threw around maybe going to see her this Sunday. It's so hard to get anything done. Andrea would always go see Grandma Fern during the day, but that's when there were other people here.
It's his fault. Yeah, there's always making bacon.
Yeah, actually. Why don't you cook the whole thing and we'll make some sandwiches.
You do a nice food.
You have my little shelfie thing, right? You guys,
It's Thomas.
stop.
It was me. Yeah, I have video proof. You gave it to me. What he says? Take them on.
Yeah, I'm going to have to turn the slow mode off. It's sure easier to keep track of things. Thomas, do you have any memories from the 2004, or did you see the video I posted today, Thomas?
No.
He probably doesn't. Hey, you guys, stop. Stop.
Oh my god.
Oh, started it.
Oh my gosh.
No, seriously, stop.
Okay,
You guys are
whenever
embarrassing
he
me.
types in-
Whatever. Oh. TGG, really?
I don't think he's got any memories from that video. It's been a very long time since any of us have seen that video. So I just dug it up out of the old folder. My appetite come back a little bit. I think I bottomed out as far as how much weight I'm going to lose. I'm kind of hoping to lose more, but it'll probably all come back again. So I tend to not have an appetite at all, and then late at night, getting close to bedtime, I start getting hungry.
I don't feel like
I think
here hurts and it doesn't really hurt, but it makes it feel like everything tastes nasty. Like when you drink a whole jug of milk, and you get that feeling in your stomach.
I think it's when I watch anime with Asher, and it makes me just forget everything. I feel totally fine when I'm watching anime, and then I get hungry. How's the weather there? I'm not sure. Is it cold outside? Alexa, what's the temperature outside? Did you unplug the Alexa? Alexa, what's the temperature outside?
Right now, it's 29 degrees Fahrenheit.
29 degrees.
Expect a low of 21 degrees.
In last year's video, Thomas was kind of shocked about the crock pot. Are you buying many cooking items? No, we're really we're not together as a family right now. We are managing our chores and our school, and we're eating food, and we are doing some Christmas things, and we're doing some projects, but we're just not together. We are not doing anything right or good. So I'm assuming at some point we'll be able to get back on the horse and think about things better. But may the whole world. Alexa, open box of cats.
Meow.
To hear a random meow from your
Alexa, stop. Basically fill them all up, put like 3 or 4 on each row, and put in like 12 or 13 minutes.
Alexa, stop.
Goodbye.
Tom, do you think you'll ever live anywhere else? I've given that a lot of thought. I'm never going to move from the area. But I don't know. Me and Andrea always had dreams of getting some land somewhere and, maybe building something on some land. Alexa, stop. Who did that?
Alexa is definitely possessed.
It's going to get me copyright strike doing that stuff. Alexa, stop. Go hit the button, please.
Jeez.
Just unplug the thing and plug it back in.
How did that even happen? I'm gonna pull your plug.
So anyways, I thought about maybe someday, I don't know, getting some land and building a house somewhere. I don't know. Maybe move. I would never sell. I would, if I had to sell the house, it'd have to be sold to one of our kids. So,
What?
Would you want to buy the house if I moved?
Probably. Maybe. How much would you sell?
I couldn't get rid of the house, so this is our house. But maybe I could move. I don't know.
I mean, if I bought this house, I want to, but then I'm not gonna have 2 houses.
What are you doing?
Or when you're not even doing that's a lot of money.
Or we could stay in this house until you buy
That'd be fun, Stidham family. Maybe we will. So.
Wait, Dad, I did them all. But
You can overlap them a little more. After you start cooking, they'll start shrinking down. I remember everything about this house. When we picked it out, it was just a trash pit. It was all broken down. We didn't have a lot of money. We paid $12,000 for this house. We made an offer. I think they wanted $30,000. We offered $12,000 and they accepted it. And me and Andrea fixed it all up, and we had all of our family here and all of our kids and gave birth to babies here. It's very important. Planted all the stuff outside. I don't ever want to be rid of it. So if I did move, I'd have to figure out how to keep the house. Would you consider building on your mom's property? Maybe. I just as soon have my own land, though. I always love to have water on the land, like a stream or a creek that goes through. I don't know if I don't. We got a little bit of money, but it's not that much money. So, so I don't even know if it could ever happen. It's just a dream. $12,000 for a house is uncommonly low, even for here. The reason why we were able to get it so low is the house wouldn't close escrow. The foundation was caving in. It was all beat up. It couldn't close escrow. So in order for anybody to buy it, they were going to have to put money into it before you buy it. You had to get it fixed up enough to where it could close escrow. Anyways, we did, and we got it. So they were really happy to have sold it because they were dying to get rid of it. But that's not a normal price for houses around here. Houses are definitely cheaper here than anywhere, a lot of other places. But
$400,000.
yeah. Oh, I don't know if I could write a book. Andrea started writing a book. She didn't get very far, just a couple pages about home birthing. Come on, you guys, please.
Yeah, you guys getting so under control.
Getting too crazy. You guys can have fun, but don't get super crazy.
What's your definition of super cool?
This is E. Oh, talking to me. I see. Built my house. It was 40,000 35 years ago, and the land was not included. Yep. Favorite Christmas movie? Oh, Home Alone's a good Christmas movie too, isn't it? Solomon laughed his butt off at that show. We hadn't watched it again.
It's like the only business thing.
Do you kick your kids out once they turn 18, or let them stay until they can stay as long as they need to? But
It's a little hard to say kick your kids out, like, oh.
if they, if they're still here by the time they're 30, maybe we'll have a talk, or 40. Who knows? But no, we weren't planning on kicking them out. They can stay as long as they need. But yep, we match our shirts every day. Our whole family matches every day. Yep, watching that video today made me miss Andrea. I cried my eyes out. Yeah, Polar Express is a good Christmas. There's a lot of good Christmas movies. I realize that aren't on our little Christmas specials list. What was one we needed to put on there though? That we were just talking about. No, it was
Home
no.
Alone 2.
No, it was earlier. It was
Home Alone 6.
someone else mentioned one earlier in the stream, but I can't remember now what I wanted to put up.
Forever something. It was in black and white. And now
Oh yes, yes, It's a Wonderful Life. We need to watch that one. Christmas Story. That's a classic. I can't watch the old videos. It's really tough. It's really hard on me. I miss her so much, and when I see her, it's just like she's still there. She's acting the same way she always acted, and little nuances only I recognize. Super hard to watch. You guys remember we used to have a giant bulletin board behind the couch?
kind of. You remember when we had that couch?
What? No. I remember I slept at all the time because I was sitting in my bed.
How's your buddy doing in California? Oh, Sal, I talked to him tonight. Yeah, he's awesome. He's a good friend. He's doing well. He's doing well. Sal's the kind of guy that you can't not laugh around.
So I was kind of going to eat your chicken when you're not looking. What? I'm seriously, I left to go.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I come back to eat.
He got so much kick out of that. Sal would laugh and the whole room would laugh with him and you couldn't be able to stop. The only time in my life that I could start laughing to where I can't breathe was when I was around Sal. Because that doesn't happen. I don't ever laugh. And when I do laugh, it's most of the time fake.
Yeah.
It's very rare that I actually laugh for reals. But Sal could make me do it. Not even by saying something funny, just by him himself laughing. He would get to the point where he would laugh to where he couldn't breathe. And that would make me laugh to where I couldn't breathe. Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever be ready. I hope so.
Anyways, I don't have to so bad that I could hit Ashley on the head. I was playing the game and I
Yeah.
shot him.
Yeah, I sure miss her.
Do one and
Santa Claus movie, yeah. Well, thank you, Vicky. Good morning, Geraldine. Thomas was so mean to Asher when they were little. Yeah.
This isn't in the video. We can't see it.
Did they do the one where they had apples? Where they did Andrea put the Mills Family Archives where they make apples together? There's one where they make caramel apples together, and they dip them in these apples in a caramel and all different kinds of spice sprinkles and stuff. And Asher's eating his apple, and Thomas reaches over and grabs and starts to push the apple out of Asher's hand, and Asher won't drop it. He wants it, and he's saying, "Drop it, drop it," and then he kind of gets it out of Asher's hand, and it falls on the floor. And then he goes, "Mommy, Asher dropped his apple."
That's something like Claudia do.
And it's like, man, he's so dirty right on camera. It was so funny. I don't know if you guys ever saw that, but if not, I'll have to upload that soon. It's so funny. You haven't seen that one? I'll have to put that one up. It's absolutely hilarious. It's just cute little kids doing stuff. That's why it's not like it's super exciting, but there's so many fun things in there. Thomas was such a naughty little boy. He was so active and crazy and wild. And Asher was pretty much exactly always like this. Always calm and collected, smart, always ahead of the game. You were. You remember that we have another one where we did the flashcards. Do we have that one on there? Where they do the flashcards and Thomas is supposed to be identifying these things, and we didn't even know Asher could do them. And Thomas was being stubborn and didn't want to do it because he wanted us to do the cards in a certain order, or he wanted us to call him a certain thing. No, call it that. Before you know it, Asher was there doing all the cards, and it was so cute that Andrew just kept going through them, and then Thomas broke down and lost it. But because Asher kept doing the cards for him.
Asher's like a real life Mike Sausage.
Yeah. Your favorite channel? Well, that's amazing. She was sweet. I don't know if I hope it stays that way. I'm not Andrea, but we still have the same family. We still have the same values. I need to get better at recording footage. But you did remember that one. Okay, good, yeah.
My only Christmas gift list thing was to have a soul, but I think I already got that one a couple of days ago.
Oh yeah, Thomas, the human pinball. Yep. Your town have a city neighborhood that decorates? Not really. I mean, our whole city is basically a neighborhood. So to you guys, it's only 1,000 people. So there's the lights you saw on the show. That's the equivalent of that thing out here, the Festival of Lights. I noticed Thomas is a much nicer brother now. That's because he's much more grown up. I think that's all they look like him at that age.
Only gentle parenting.
Do you do gentle parenting? Sometimes we're not so gentle. I'm assuming that's some sort of a system. No, we don't really do that. I don't know anything about that. We like Love and Logic. That's a good one that we base a lot of our ideas on. But whose birthday is coming up next? That'd be Asher, followed by Thomas and Sophia. Asher's is pretty soon. It's Sunday, right? Asher's birthday Sunday. We need to ask you, Asher. Do you probably don't want to go out to eat, or do you? Do you want to make a special meal or have a special meal at home?
Probably not.
We can have like steaks or hamburgers or anything you want.
I'm not really like meal.
Yeah. Well, we can still have whatever you'd like. If you think about a special meal, we could do that. Do you or a dessert or something special thing? Do you want people to come over, like pop on everybody, or just our family, or do you know?
I don't really care. I can really do anything.
Like just for eating, I mean. You can get pizza or something. You like Pizza Hut, right? Maybe we can get a bunch of Pizza Hut and have everybody come over for pizza for your birthday.
Yeah, we don't have your always away.
That's okay. The kids always, whoever's birthday it is, always gets to choose anywhere to go out to eat, and then we take them, take the whole family. That's always what we've been doing it for a long time. And Asher always chose to be home because he's definitely a homebody. He'd rather be home than anywhere. And so Andrea would always make him a special meal. What did Mommy make you last time?
Like soup and bread.
Like stew. Oh, the bread. You like that bread? Yeah, I can watch the recipe. Well, I mean, I don't know how to do it. I'm sure I can watch Mommy's video and make the Dutch oven bread. We'll do that.
Your knuckles.
Well, thank you, Christina. I'm glad to hear that. It isn't the same, but hopefully it's still nice. Asher is going to be how old? Tell everybody.
19.
No. He's going to be 16.
What? I'm so happy.
I thought I was older than
I think
How do you feel things have gotten better in the last few months? I don't know. Have they gotten better? They have gotten better. I don't know how. I haven't been quite as sad or as frequently or feeling quite as hopeless or despair. I still feel those things, but not as frequently. Tom's Pizza. No, believe it or not, I think Asher likes Pizza Hut better than Tom's Pizza, even though I've been trying to clone Pizza Hut forever. But Asher does like my pizza a lot. For a long time, many years, he didn't like my pizza. But at some point, yeah. But he's come around. He loves it. Yeah, I was so happy that she had her chicken Alfredo recipe, and she had it at the portions we need for our family. I cried my eyes out making chicken Alfredo off her recipe. I had to, next time I made it, I had to watch it again, and I cried my eyes out again. It's like she's just telling me how to do it. It's so amazing. So, yeah, I'm glad to have a recipe. Really, this whole channel is for, she made it for us. It's providing money for us. It tells me how to do things, how to do the laundry, how to do grocery shopping, how to do everything. Stop. Right, I kicked the thing out. Can you still hear me? I didn't hear what you guys are talking about. Well, I said this week, Tommy, once that meal, one of us could get you the recipe of the soup so you don't have to watch it. Oh, that's nice. I can do it. I need to do it. I need to watch it. So I will. Does the microphone still work? Can you guys still hear me? Okay, good. Any result on the sister-in-law's genetic tests? I don't think that any of them have actually done it. They absolutely should.
What?
Test for the breast cancer gene. Because, Grandma Vanna, Grant Mona. Huh?
I don't think we have breasts to get cancer with.
Oh, guys can get breast cancer.
Still peck cancer.
No, it's not. It's still called breast cancer. but it's still much more likely in women. So, but I don't think they've actually tested.
I'll start.
Yeah, we are kind of night owls. I'll probably be calling it quits here in about 5 minutes or so. We've been on a while, but it's nice to talk to you guys. It helps to talk, and it's nice. Okay, good. Yep, and I have a feeling, well, the channel is still here for us. It's still providing for us. Andrea is still teaching us things, and it's still bringing us blessings. Brought us money from the GoFundMe, and we get money per month now, and I know how to do things. I learned how to make dinners and do all the things she knew how to do. And there's all kinds of stuff about raising kids and her thoughts on them. I already know what they are, but it'll be a good memory to remind. And I just think that the channel hasn't finished giving us things from Andrea yet. It is 5 to 11 right now. Asher, are you learning to drive? Are you ready to go take your test yet? Andrea passed away right when we were going to go do that stuff, so Asher's kind of behind the game. I need to go take him down there.
Then you need to put your everything at the work. Teach them. And then he's never going to be home.
You know you're not a troll.
I am good about 8 minutes.
If you've already done 12 minutes, I would do it in like 2-minute increments. 8 minutes that's a good long time on top of 12 minutes for bacon. Oh, you're on the East Coast then, huh? Wow. Yep. Yep. We both learned and taught each other so many things. Someone sent us those pillows made with her clothes, and they gave one to Hannah, but I confiscated it because it was made out of Andrea's nightgown, and I cry every time I see it. I don't know where that came from, but I can kind of picture Andrea wearing it. It almost looks like part of her body wearing that shirt. It's pretty nice. Winter weather being inside makes it harder. No, I don't think that is. It was nighttime was the hardest time for me, but now it seems like it's mornings is the hardest. Planning to go back to Oklahoma? Yeah, I'm sure we probably will next year. Because they're having a rainbow day where everyone wears a different color, a free choice Saturday. They can always wear whatever they want. They don't ever have to wear. None of them are forced to wear any of the colors they wear. They do it because they want to. It makes us feel like a team and a family. It's enjoyable. So are you sleeping better, Tom? I think I am sleeping better. I'm definitely sleeping longer. I'm back to wishing I could sleep in more. Well, thank you, Susan. We'll keep that in mind. Yeah, everybody keeps saying Hannah looks like Andrea. I guess she does. I have a hard time seeing it or figuring things out, but it's the kind of thing I'll notice later, I'm sure, as she gets older. I'm glad, Training Olives. That's wonderful. Yeah. I heard someone describe on Facebook grief as being like a big giant ball in a box that barely fits it, and there's a button that the ball can roll and hit. And when you hit the ball hits the button, it causes pain. And what happens over time is the ball shrinks, and it's still bouncing all around in this little chamber. And as this ball gets smaller, it hits the button less, but it still hurts just as bad as the first day. It just doesn't happen as often. I think that's probably true.
I've eaten ankles, man. Yeah, this is like good.
Yeah. Flatten it out and put it between some paper towels so they don't stay L-shaped. You ever feel Andrea's spirit within your house? Can't say that I do. I see her everywhere I go. Everything we have, everything in here is touched by her. Alrighty, well I think we're gonna wrap it up. It's been a lot of fun hanging out with you guys. Very much enjoyed it. It helps. It helps to talk to you guys, and it's nice. I don't know. We've got to quit sometime, right? Time do we start? We started at 9:30, 10:30, 11:30.
That's exactly an hour and 30 minutes.
Oh, we can go another half an hour. I don't know. Is everybody else bored out of their mind? How many people are on? Oh my gosh, there's 540 people on.
There was actually a lot of
Want to turn midnight somewhere.
Well, I'll keep it. I enjoy the crud out of it. So if everybody else is still enjoying it, I don't know what the limit is on this kind of a thing. Save me some of that. I want to make a BLT in a minute. And by BLT, I basically just mean B. I don't need any L or T. Just B with some mayo and cheese.
EMT.
I used to work at Subway. Subway is my first job ever. And I learned there what BMT stands for. Subway makes a sandwich called the BMT. Who out there in YouTube land? Everybody, bacon, mayonnaise, tomato, Judah says. Anybody else out there in YouTube land want to know what knows what the Subway BMT stands for? What is the BMT?
Bacon Mott.
No, I didn't see your question about Kanye West. Anybody know what it stands for?
I'm gonna wait for the checkers to feel better.
I think the delay is longer than it. I put it on low delay. It's not on ultra low, but
I'm in for a little
bacon, meat, tomato. Well, that'd be fun, Chad. I'm sure it'd be enjoyable. Oh, small world, Katie. We got a guess for bacon, meat, tomato. Judah said bacon, mayonnaise, tomato. Bacon and mayo toasted. Bacon, mozzarella, tomato. Bacon, mustard, tomato. Bacon, mayo, tomato. Bacon minus tomato. Bacon minus tomato. All right, BMT actually stands for Boston Mass Transit.
We would have never guessed that.
Nope. It's named after a train. Boston Mass Subway. So, see that? Learn something new every day. Album was Jesus is King is Born Again Christian now. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool if that's the case. Okay, well that's fine. If you leave it out, it'll as it cools and dries more, it's going to get crispier. Oh yeah, you're right. No, I'm not tricking you. That's what it stands for. Subway named their sandwich the BMT after the Boston Mass Transit. I don't know if that's something that they served there or inspired by it or what, but it's named after that train.
Yeah, what is a Boston?
Boston Mass Transit, the name of a subway train.
Yeah, but what is kind of food? Who just says the name of the subway train is the subway?
It's like calling a sandwich a Reuben or.
What is that? What is on that thing?
It's got, I think it's bologna, ham, and salami, maybe? I can't remember now. It's been a while. And then it just has whatever toppings that you want.
Yeah, I can try all the ones that are very fancy.
Bologna, pepperoni, salami. Is that what it is? No, they didn't. They had that before they even toasted sandwiches.
They had claims that he invented the pizza sub.
Yeah, I was making a pizza sub long before they had pizza subs. That's what I did on my you got a free sandwich at my Subway, free 6-inch every day. I would always take some sauce from the meatballs and put it on spicy Italian and microwave it with some cheese.
Oh yeah, I forgot you worked at Subway.
Well, hey, RC, glad you can make it. It's nice to see new people on the streams. Boston Transportation is called MBTA. I don't know, but that's what it's supposedly named after. And again, Subway's been around a long time. It's a very old chain. So, heck, maybe it used to be called Boston Mass Transit. I don't know. You take computer orders on Friday morning? Yeah. Pepperoni is super grody. I love pepperoni. Pepperoni is so good. But I do know that pepperoni, do you know pepperoni is dyed red? Pepperoni's natural color is gray.
I know, but
It's dyed red. I don't care either. Pepperoni's awesome. Food of the gods.
I didn't even
It was a pink gods.
Hubby's been making.
And we have 500 viewers that are all hungry at this food talk. Yeah. Canadian bacon is better. See, you know, Canadian bacon is the same as ham. They don't call Canadian bacon like they don't like in Canada. Is it like just bacon? Or they call Canadian bacon in Canada. I'm pretty sure Canadian bacon is an American thing. I think everywhere else it's just called ham.
So,
They call Italian bread in Italy.
Tom, there's a man on YouTube named Crampy. He lost his wife today. Oh, that stinks. Yes, it's Canadian bacon in Canada. Is it? Oh, really?
You just call it our bacon.
No, I'm sure that Subway's come out and say Biggie is, maybe they've said biggest, meatiest, tastiest, but I tell you, I had a Subway corporate guy tell me it was Boston Mass Transit.
Maybe the Subway transit guy was messed up.
I could have been lied to my whole life, but I stand by my story. What's your favorite go-to dinner right now? Well, it's all easy stuff. If I don't have time, I can't do it. I basically get 3 boxes of macaroni and cheese, and I make that. That's the easiest thing. Everybody loves it. Chicken Alfredo, Andrea's recipe, is actually right up there with easiest to make recipes, and everybody likes it. So I'm super excited about that. So I'm going to be getting more of that stuff. We're going to be stocking up next shop with me video. You're going to be seeing me get a lot more chicken tenderloins and a lot more of the cream cheese, so we can do that. You're right, Tom. I looked it up. What'd you look up? The Boston Mass Transit? Was it confirmed? I never looked it up. I just had a guy tell me that. Somebody's best selling sandwiches is BMT short for biggest. No, it's not. Oh, the originally stood for Brooklyn Manhattan Transit. I don't know if that's true or not. I guess it has to be, but I always heard Boston Mass Transit. Disney should sell natural colored pepperonis. They're gray style. There you go. Don't ruin the BMT. I actually don't like the BMT. I only ever order spicy Italian at Subway. So I am very picky about bologna. I love bologna, but it's got to be beef bologna, and it's got to be thick cut. I grew up on Oscar Mayer thick cut beef bologna, but we moved out here. The grocery store Thomas worked at got this awesome bologna from a company manufactured by Topco that had the greatest, best tasting bologna that was so not very fatty and good. It was the best bologna I ever had. And then they changed companies and can't get it anymore. I had to go back to Oscar Mayer. I actually called stores from miles around. I called the manufacturer of Topco to find this Surefine beef bologna, trying to track it down. And apparently this store is a chain called Piggly Wiggly's that can get it. But I tried to track down a Piggly Wiggly's. It's like one in the middle of South Dakota. They couldn't get it for me. I was going to buy a case of it. So I'm back to Oscar Mayer, but it's a little too fatty still. I see. Well, maybe that's what it is. I was told it was Boston Mass Transit. And that was before the internet. There was no internet when that came out. So
I'm watching a stream on my phone. Dad, the ones in the little tray are fried and the ones in the big tray are not.
okay. Oh, red hot dogs. Oh, neat. See, yes, we have Canadian bacon. It's just ham to me. See, what I worked at a pizza place too. And the next job after a Subway was a pizza place. And when people ask for pepperoni or for Canadian bacon, we put on these little things. When they asked for ham, we put on the same things. We had two different toppings, but they were the exact same thing. And I learned that later. Peanut butter and bologna it's wonderful. I've been eating peanut bologna since I was a little kid. There's actually a BuzzFeed video where they try gross food combinations and they do peanut butter and bologna on there. And across the board, everybody loved it. So I was a pioneer long ago. Yeah, the company won't sell it to me direct. All they would tell me is they gave me a list of all these franchises that had it. And then I called the franchises and got to talk to the order manager and try to have them order me some. And, of course, they don't call me back, don't do it. And so it was hard to track down. Yeah, peanut butter and bologna are wonderful together. Well, if you guys all have Piggly Wiggly's, the name of it's a generic store brand is what it is. They actually, it's manufactured by a company called Topco, but it's Surefine, S-H-U-R Fine beef bologna. If you guys find that, seriously, hit me up on Facebook or something. I will totally pay you to get me a case of that stuff. I would be so ecstatic to find it again. What do you like to do in your free time? I like to play video games, but I don't get much free time. I've been playing Fallout 4 in VR. You have Surefine brand in Minnesota. Ooh. Well, you should find out if they have beef bologna. Not the regular bologna, the beef bologna. If they have that, I will totally pay somebody to hook me up. It's cold. I tried fried bologna once because everybody talked about it. It curls up like a gross tumor in the pan. And then bologna's got to be cold.
Well, don't not too cold.
Yeah, Topco manufacturers. They're actually people that actually make the bologna, and they package it for other companies. And so it's actually packaged for several other store brands. But the only one I know of for certain is Surefine. It goes under the Surefine label, and other labels I'm sure as well. But Oh, you have to make cuts in it so it doesn't curl. All I know is someone said fried bologna, and I immediately said, "Ooh, that sounds really good." And so then I tried to fry it, and I was like, "Ugh." It was nasty. And maybe if you fried it and then made it cold again.
Will be the point of frying it. Well, I get it out and then we'll figure out how to make it. Bologna factory.
Go to dinner right now. As it's like I said, I think it's probably. I mean, grilled cheese and tomato soup is a pretty easy good to go to. But chicken Alfredo might end up being our easiest recipe.
Asher doesn't like any of that.
I think he had some last time. It made me feel good.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Yep, they're thick. The Oscar Mayer thick beef bologna. They're the best large manufactured. I thought that was the best bologna in the whole world until I had this Surefine beef bologna, and I was in heaven. Absolutely in heaven. I was so glad to have it. And then they stopped carrying it, and I was so sad. Andrea bought me a whole case. We had the whole, I still have a picture of a whole freezer rack full of Surefine beef bologna, and I ate it for forever. Oscar Mayer has a way of messing with your DNA. I don't think so. It doesn't mess with your DNA. But I totally know it's cow lips and other bad parts. But you know what? That's great. That's fine by me. God made the whole animal. Still tasty. Boar's head. Oh my goodness. Piggly Wiggly is just like a grocery store, basically. What do you think about the Roman Catholic in the one true church? I think that is not a good saying. I think there is one true church, but I don't think it's called anything. It's just God's people. Chad, I gotta say you were the hottest pastor I've ever seen. Oh my goodness. You got it, Chad. Why did God make animals sentient and able to feel pain if he wanted us to eat them? That's a good question. That's a good question. So maybe so we can appreciate the atoning blood of what God did for us. About everything he had is for a purpose. I think pain is for a purpose, and the way this world has been engineered is all for a purpose. As to get what his purpose is, I'm mostly just guessing. Vegan bologna? I think, yeah, maybe. Surefine is in Oregon. Yeah, the Surefine company didn't go out of business. It's just our local grocery store stopped buying stuff from them. Or rather, the outfit that they buy their food from stopped buying their food from them. So I've tried very hard to do it. I need to try to. There's a Piggly Wiggly. Like I said, I talked to that Piggly Wiggly's guy over and over again, and he kept thinking he's going to call me back and blah blah blah. And I ended up never getting it, but. You tried black and right? What? I missed that. Try black and white pudding? No. Couldn't help myself. Trust Tom to read that out loud. That's right. See? You guys take communion at your home church? We haven't in a long time, but we used to doing the bread and that sort of a thing. We'll talk more about that another time. The reasonings, different things for that. Nothing wrong with doing communion, but we haven't done it in a long time. Playing frisbee with the dog? I'm sure it would be good. My goodness. First time commenter, long time watcher. You guys are keeping me company while I get ready for work. Well, that's wonderful, Kelly. Glad you made it. Children never ask, but we want to send gifts. Well, you're welcome to send gifts. You will always like gifts. Brie? No, I do not like brie. I've tried it. I love cheese. I've tried all kinds of different cheeses.
I don't know if rubbing is like breaking my hand.
Who wakes up first in the morning at your house? Well, it used to always be Asher without fail.
Well, lately, these few days, I've always had before like every day.
Yeah. Since Andrea passed away, it's been me or Asher. We've been tying back and forth. Asher's been beating me every day. I think my sleep, my ability to sleep has been coming back.
I've been coming in last every
I'm the second to last. No, well, third to last.
Snuck out of your work holiday party to watch. This is better than the party, no lie. That's incredible. That's hilarious. That's so fun. Didn't you live in Oregon, Tom? No, I didn't live there, but my grandparents on my dad's side lived there. They had a ranch in Klamath Falls, very big ranch, and we used to go out there and spend time with them. But a shyster sold it, and the executor of their will. It was a bad deal. Do monsters eat popcorn with their fingers?
Yes.
It's a joke. Okay, Tammy, you gotta have to wait till slow mode wears off to tell us the answer. Oh, yeah.
Swiss cheese is not the best. We sat at the table for
How late does baby Hannah sleep in? It's hard to say. This morning they wanted to go get her up, and Asher went to get her up out of her bed, and she didn't want him to get her out of the bed. She was awake, but she didn't want to get out.
But I feel like, and then everybody just got out of bed.
No, they eat their fingers separately. Ha 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 ha. What do vegetarian zombies eat?
I heard this one. Me too.
Grains. I think that's hilarious.
Okay. This is a silly way. Stop it.
How are you going with managing work and homeschooling? Well, I'm very blessed to have Andrea's sister Amy and my mom and Bethany all helping with the homeschooling. So I've done a couple days myself when they couldn't come in for whatever reason on a Wednesday or on Thursday. Managing okay. I sure hope none of them quit or give up, because I don't think I could do it by myself. And I really want to keep homeschooling. So.
I'm going to go to bed.
All right, buddy. You going to bed?
Yeah, because it said you know.
All right. Well, you want to watch some Luffy?
It was pretty late.
You can watch one.
Oh, 11:22.
We'll sign off here in just a second.
Well, I was just going to go to bed.
Went to a restaurant on the moon. Food was bad, but the atmosphere was great. Ha ha ha. Still stumping my family with 2 guys walked into a bar. Oh, that's awesome. That's one of my favorites. Go ahead. You can go to bed. It's fine.
We're at that 1 hour 54-minute mark.
I need to take the kids to go see the Frozen 2 movie. We'll probably go see the Star Wars movie when it comes out. But we don't always get there at real movie theaters all that often. Will you be cooking on Christmas or going to a relative's? I think we're going to Andrea's sister Bethany's house, I think. Yep, I think we will. Oh man, this is all going to Chad's head.
I don't even understand or comprehend anything that's happening.
Kelly, you got to slap Chad upside the head. He can't endure that.
What the heck is a cameo? Word.
It's like an appearance.
Oh.
Yep, I think we're going to go ahead and sign out, everybody. Thanks so much for keeping me company here and hanging out with us. It's a lot of fun. We'll do more of these. I can't believe everybody likes them, and you know we still have almost 600 people on it. That's just incredible. So that's a lot of fun. Well, thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll do it again. I'll be another video up tomorrow, the school week 25. So we'll see you then. See you guys later.